Hello, and welcome back to the Ring of Pain. We are hopping into another Selective Stone today. I know I've been playing Selective Stone a lot. I just like using Selective Stone to try out a bunch of different builds. So if there is a stone you want to see, let me know so I can play that stone. But for today, we're going to be hopping into a Brute Soulkin set. And we are going to be going for a full freeze build. So some of the main items we're looking for are boots and cold-blooded for freeze on our attacks, and then glacier and freezing aura for some freezes on our like on the defensive side of things when we're being hit. And then there's a couple of others that we'll sprinkle in, but we'll kind of talk about them as we go. But if you haven't played with freeze a whole lot, freeze is a lot of fun if you like defensive builds. The full freeze build, scale top gives us defense once we get a freeze item, so we're gonna grab that and we'll just take the patience. Once you get a freeze build online, it gets very, very tanky through not only high defense, because generally you're going to go high defense with a freeze build, but also the freezes themselves add a whole extra layer of pseudo defense to the build. So it's kind of like the intimidation build where you don't always spend time. Like, it's not just that your stats are so high that you're incredibly tanky, but through the effect of freeze, it makes you quote unquote more tanky. You'd be able to fight enemies that you normally might not be able to because you have, all the extra hits basically through that freeze chance. So we're going to pass over this just to make sure. Yep, that was not the exit, which it was. And here we're going to grab, I guess, some attack. I would like to see boots come through. There we go. Here we're going to keep just pumping the defense. If we're going like full freeze, obviously freeze by itself works fine. I think freeze works best when you combine it with something. So like poison or splash. Well, splash damage maybe not so much, but like soul damage, curse damage, stuff like that. Kind of accentuates the benefit of freeze. But if we're going a full freeze build, we're going to be kind of behind the curve for a little while for the early portions of this run. What other... Okay, so we don't really need any other white freeze items. The only other one would be volatile crystals, which would only be temporary since it's a jar. So I think I'm going to pick up fancy tights right now just for the stats. We're just going to pass over these enemies. Prismatic. We'll actually pick up Prismatic for the passive. Give us a little damage on some random enemies here. Oh boy, that hurts. If we hit poison here, we just die, so I'm gonna back out. We'll heal up a whole bunch. Let those enemies explode. We do need to keep attacking here a little bit because we want to get our freezes off. Now we have a freeze loaded up, so we can go ahead attack this triad. And because of our icebreaker, we get some extra damage when we freeze, so that helps us finish off those kills. And look at that. Pretty clean room for us. We're going to grab some clarity, see if we can get some economy online. So we're going to need to buy a fair amount of chests. There's quite a few freeze items between freeze and frozen effect items. So, as I said, we don't really need any other white items, so we can kind of just pick up items now that are helpful to us. There's volatile crystals. We'll grab those. And we'll just grab the summon nestling for some extra souls. The freeze is definitely worth more there, but I just want the souls. It's just what it was. We're also going to pick up Soul Stealer, and now we might hoard souls for a bit, because one of the next items that I'm going to want is Cold-Blooded, which is a glove slot, so I want to try and make use of this Soul Stealer to the best that I can before buying a chest that would ultimately, you know, aim to replace it. So, I guess we'll take attack here. I don't want speed. Speed is certainly going to be my dump stat this run. Yeah, we'll summon another Nestling. Spineback? No. Burial Grounds or just our normal room here. I feel like we've been getting a lot of Burial Grounds. Alright, we'll get our defense back up. Kill this Triad, and I suppose we'll just kind of... Oh my gosh. Oh no. Alright, give us one more. Is that it? Yeah, that should be it. Interesting, so those gravestones actually count as cooldown for our boots. I did not know that. Alright. A little bit of extra clarity there, helping with our heals. We'll grab more defense, and I guess more defense. Alright, and now we're feeling pretty good. So, with a... What do we got? With Soul Stealer now, we already have 151 souls. We're on depth 5. I might actually... So this is kind of what I was saying about, like, hoarding some souls. I think I'm going to pass up this first blue and wait for the next, which might be in this room, but just get all the kills in here before moving on. That is a bummer. I wanted to freeze the Drifter. Alright, yeah, so we've got 2 blues in here, so that kind of works out. We'll pass through, grab the full heal, freeze. There we go. And we will just kind of work through the rest of these enemies here. Perfect. Alright, so we'll grab both of these blues, and we should be able to get a Cold-Blooded. Maybe, maybe not. I would hope so, but... Ooh, I kind of want the Soul Charger... just for the sake of the clarity right now. We're going to grab that, actually. And now if we don't get Cold-Blooded, we're not in the worst shape. Ooh, Soul Stitch. Soul Stitch is actually really solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so that would stay at 8. Alright, we're going to grab the Soul Stitch just for the HP. Patience and Shrine of Neglect. Do I want Shrine of Neglect? I think I want Patience. I think I do want Patience, because we could afford a purple. And what can we replace that's brute? We could replace our helmet and our stone. Alright. We'll go over to the right here. I think I will pick up a purple. I'm good with replacing the stone, because that gives us more HP through our Stitch. And then we're going to leave this room. I don't want to die in this room, because I think I'll get the door pinched away from me by those shifters. But now we will resurrect on an enemy here. Alright, so that's a solid 45 HP from our Stitch. I would really like to get a Cold-Blooded soon. But we're already starting to see the purples roll through, so... All right, nice. We got another blue item. So I think we'll go for that now. I would like a cold-blooded. Oh, another stitch. Well, a stitch doesn't really matter, right? Which also sets health to 5 times the number of items equipped. Yeah, so it wouldn't give us any more. Bummer. We'll keep searching. Keep searching until we get it. We actually have a surprising amount of speed right now. We are looking for Glacier out of these items. Tipping Point also is a freeze item. Not really the freeze item I want right now, just because the passive never really feels super impactful. I don't need to double my clarity, because that actually, like, reduces my clarity. This just straight up gives us more defense, but do I care? +2 defense with another freeze item equipped. You know, I mean, it's 2 defense, 3 speed, and 1 HP. Or 5 defense. And 1 piercing resistance. I mean, Juggernaut is just the better item, right? But it's not a freeze item. So how can we go it? Right? That's reasonable. It's not a freeze item. Can't do it. Careful maneuver or wishful. Wishful. We could wishful the soul charger and the fancy tights. Well, I wouldn't want to really get rid of the soul stealer. We could get rid of the helmet also. Careful maneuver is really nice though with the scroungers. We'll take the wishful just so that we can get rid of some of these items we don't want. Oh, you know what? Fractal's actually a really good wishful as well because we get the curse back, the curse resistance back. Yeah, so we'll get rid of Fractal, and then we'll get rid of our helmet, because fancy tights are still in line with the Soulkin set, so if we get any other items based around Soulkin, we would still benefit from that. Bright Jewel. Reduce piercing damage taken by 2 when below 25% health. The stats are actually pretty good. Besides the clarity. And we still have Soul Stealer. So I don't need to be like super worried about clarity right now. Since we have that form of economy. Alright, Amalgam's going crazy. Come on, Amalgam. Let's take you out swiftly. Alright. How many moves do we have here? I have to pick this up. Very nice. This kind of feels like a breeze so far. We'll attack here because we can heal up automatically, and we can let that intimidate creature die, the skittering fright there. We're going to try for a blue here. We got Chills and Crossroad. And I want a cold-blooded. Darn it. I mean, we get our Soul Charger stats back after picking up the Bright Jewel. Chills. We have a freeze, which is not good for Chills. I'm just kind of assessing our situation currently. I think I'm going to look for something else. Chills kind of feels like a mid-tier room to me. We could go for the Rage Hound. See if Sam's there. Alright, we'll see if Sam's in. He is. So we'll see if we can manage the Rage Hound. So we'll take the fur coat, which ultimately doesn't really do anything good or bad for us. Some decent stats. We did replace a quote-unquote freeze item with it, but it's not like it wasn't actually doing anything for us regarding its freeze. It was just freeze, gives us some more stats, so I'm not too bent out of shape about. getting rid of it, considering we might be able to swing a rage hound kill, which would be a lot of fun. And I haven't gotten that on recording yet, so. I mean, I have the recording of the kill, but like in an actual run, we haven't gotten it, and I'd like to. All right, we heal up a little bit, grab some more defense. Honestly, I would like some more freeze before actually going for the kill. We could get Glacier here. No dice, huh? We could reroll once more, but I'm a little worried about draining all of my, what do you call them, souls. We'll heal up. Do we want the frog ritual? I mean, honestly, overgrowth might be kind of nice for the rage hound room. Just in case, we can actually try for some of these since we have a decent amount of HP. Oh, that's a bummer. But the overgrowth might be nice to kind of reduce everything's attack a bit. Ooh. Strongest potion? It gives us a lot of HP. It gives us a lot of HP. Oh, we can't afford it. Dang it. Just give me consumption. Every game. More consumption. Yeah, we're going to use that there so that the lunging spine can't mess me up right now. We don't have a freeze yet. We're going to heal up. Ooh. That is not my favorite. Oh, we have a freeze, though. Are we faster? We are. Perfect. And a free gold. All right. All right. There aren't a whole lot of gold items we need, but freezing aura would be super solid. Turbulence doesn't really do much for us. I guess it gives us some decent stats. If below 25% health, freeze on attack. What's 25% health for us? It would be shy of 15. 10 would be 40. 12 would be, what, 48? So between 12 and 13 health? Oh, it would be 12 because it would bring us down to 48. All right, we'll grab the Turbulence just because I don't want to waste all my souls on that chest right now. Let's see if we can get this cold-blooded, which we can. Very nice. All right, so now we've got a freeze in our cold-blooded. We've got a freeze on our boots. We've got technically a freeze on our Turbulence. Not that I think it'll go off very much. So now we just need Glacier, and we have like kind of the core of the build set up. Frostbite would be really solid. That gives us basically guaranteed crits on frozen enemies. Okay. We could use a little healing, to be honest. Man, look at all these freezes. That's just crazy. Oh, it's because we're below 25% health. Okay, maybe it is crazy. Maybe Turbulence is better than I gave it credit for. If I just said it's crazy and didn't even realize that was what was proccing. We've kind of got an unfortunate situation here where our boots and our cold-blooded are on the same cooldown. That kind of sucks. Because you want them to be like one right behind the other. Give me a Glacier. You're not really interested, huh? Alright. Fair enough. Let's take the Reckless. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. Oh, there are no potions in here. It might kill us. That is one thing I forget, is that healing goes a long way with freeze builds because you're always taking the first hit. This stinks. If you don't prioritize speed, which we actually still have a decent amount of speed. Not that we have much, but it's something compared to nothing. Alright, we'll take the Icy Touch. Let's see what the last... Oh my gosh, there's so many Bane Fangs. That's exactly what I wanted. Ooh, we got a key, too. Give us the glacier. We want the glacier. There it is. Alright. Cool. So now we have freeze on parry as well. So we have freeze on parry, freeze on attack, extra damage when freezing on attack. We have freezing when below a certain HP. Got a lot of freeze. The Scrounger's going to get out, but I'm not really too pressed about it. What I am a little concerned about is the fact that we've got a bile bag here guarding the door and no potions. Alright. It's not really a big deal, but it definitely had me stressed for a second. Gotta trust in our what you call it here. Gotta trust in our freeze. Our freeze is doing a lot of work for us right now. I don't think... Oh, you know what? We could still get frostbite. I thought I just checked. Is frostbite... let me see here. Frostbite Ring of Pain. Is that... Okay, it is a Soulkin item, and we have the Soulkin set, right? Yeah. So we should be able to get a frostbite. Which would make it so that we always crit on frozen creatures, which is really good for us. But I don't think we've seen it yet. Alright. We'll just keep it moving. Okay, so we are above our 25% threshold on our health. So we no longer have automatic freezes. Although if we parry everything, we do still have freezes. I think I'm going to see if I can get the cooldown back on my book before going for that. Oh, you know what? I could have used those freezes. Well, no, I actually want my book because I'm slower, right? So let's go back. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm really not trying to freeze here. I just need you to die. Oh, gosh. That was stressful. Alright. We're back down to no HP again. I think we need to freeze here because I can't afford the poison damage. We'll freeze you up. Oh, boy. I think we're going to freeze here. Because at least now I have an exit. We're going to take health because we're really on the back end of things as far as our HP goes. Anything good in here for us? Splash damage is kind of nice. Intimidate does nothing for us right now. No, splash damage is actually not nice because it breaks the freeze on like other enemies that it hits. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but I'm gonna hit it again, so I'm sorry if I already did, but I think Giant's Club is garbage. It takes 4 uses to even gain back the attack that you lose, and it takes 3 turns, or basically 3 spells to activate it. So that's 12 turns to even go neutral on this, and you lose speed. Garbage. That's my TED Talk. Yeah, I think we're just dropping that. That's a little unfortunate. Alright, we got the reprieve. This puts us really, really close to dead. I think I just want to take the reprieve and actually get some HP out of the room. We get 4. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Owl. That was very much so needed. Alright, we got a weaken. Do we have any freezes? We do on our parries. Scrounger's looking for the door. We'll just go ahead and parry there to get the kill on the explosive. Freeze is also fantastic for explosive enemies. I mean, obviously. It's kind of like the waiting rags for your poisonous enemies. You basically just don't need to worry about explosive enemies again. Do we not have icebreaker? Oh yeah, you need to parry first. Oh, but we keep breaking it because we're attacking second. Here, I think we'll grab some clarity so that we can try and afford... I really don't want to attack you. Let's see. Alright, let's kill the hive. Alright, we're a little bit closer with our potion now. Did we not take... Oh, we did take poison damage there. I don't think that was worth... But, you know... Is what it is. We still can't afford this gold chest. What do we got over here? Shrine of Sacrifice? That's practically useless. We only have 11 HP, so I kind of want to try for this. Alright, let's go. I'm leaving it at that. I don't even care about the rest. I can deal with 25 HP. We will try for the card, but then we heal up a bunch anyways. Will we be going for the owl? You cannot freeze the owl in the final room. So that's not like really a big deal for us. So we might go to light side. So we'll leave it up to we'll leave it up for decision for now. Not 100% certain yet what I want to do with that. Scroungers hunt you instead and gain +1 to random stat for each Scroungers killed. I feel like this is actually pretty good, like, earlier on. I should use that item sometime in the near future. We got a breed going around the other way. That is a bummer. Alright, we'll grab ourselves some more defense. Let these explode. Now, we are in pretty good shape. Why do you gotta do me like this? Alright, so that's 3, 2, 1. So that's another freeze. I guess we actually should go around the... but if I need more attacks... I didn't. Alright. Oh! Buns! Alright. So I guess we just attack through here a couple of times to get our book back. And then we actually have another freeze. There we go. Alright, we made it work. We're still missing our frostbite, which kind of stinks. But, I mean, a freezing aura would also be really solid. It gets rid of our turbulence. Yeah, multi-class gambit is kind of buns. Frost root is even better than icy touch, so we can take that. There's honestly a lot of freeze items. It's kind of hard to nab them all. So what do we actually want here regarding the final ending? Or the finale? Oh, shoot. That's the one bad thing about freeze, is you don't want to freeze spinebacks when they're down. Oh my gosh, get the poisonous enemies out of here. 12 or 4, 7, 9, 10. Oh my gosh, so much poison damage. Get out of here. Ooh, a final form. I mean, that could make the owl's room, or the owl side, easier. I'm still thinking. The key doesn't really matter. We don't really need the key. I feel like my biggest struggle with the light side right now is going to be keeping my HP up. Because we're going to be taking first attacks from everything. And our defense isn't really that high either. We only have like 30 for our stats. We'll go with the owl this time. I'm not really... honestly, I can't really decide. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. Alright, let's get healed up to full. Honestly, the frostbite doesn't really matter to me anymore. Okay, but swapping out our chest could be good. Well, dark leather doesn't really do much for us. The juggernaut isn't bad. We'll do the juggernaut, actually. You are just kind of a buzzkill right now. Alright, let's use the final form. We actually have parry chance now, which is kind of huge. Alright, so he resisted both. Why do we take extra damage here? Is that because you have a different... Yes, that was a different action. And that actually gave us another opportunity to attack, so that's pretty huge. This is also a new action, right? Yes, okay. So we know that that does more damage. If he's doing damage to us while we're trying to attack, that is due to his special attack, not just his normal. We have a 100% chance to parry here. There's literally no way we can stun. Bummer. Well, actually, we could. Oh, he's going to do his little attack now. Well, if he's coming to the left now, it basically doesn't matter. One way or another, he'll get stunned coming this way. We'll go defense. And then we'll just drag him back to... No! Oh my gosh, I'm a potato. I mean, that's alright, I guess. We got him down to his health gauge, so I can't be too upset, right? Oh, you and your 15 damage. I almost don't care. I just want to get to your totem. Oh, now you're going to beam your totem? Dang it. There we are. Very nice. All right. As right now, I think our best bet is actually to try and kill this totem. Alright, that was pretty effective for us. Oh, buns. Alright, well, I guess we could try and make it back to the back end of the room, or we can just kill everything, I guess. Alright, well, if you're going to jump away, Oh, you're not? That was weird. Yeah, that's just about it. There really isn't. There wasn't much to go over there. We kind of just were all out of salt on the bird. Oh man. Well, that was a decent freeze build. I mean, we had what 5 items that we were utilizing. Um, Other big ticket items would have been basically upgrading the boots from boots into freeze aura. What else? We got the frost root and the icy touch, so we touched on both of those items. Everything else for the freeze effect we got. Let's see what was under frozen. Chilled crystal we could have gotten. Icebreaker we had. Tipping point is kind of eh. Shatter would have been decent, I suppose. Creatures are frozen when they take explode damage. That's kind of just like a circumstantial item. So really the only like key item that we were still missing was frostbite. Attacks always crit on frozen creatures. That is super, super helpful. It would have helped in a lot of those situations where we were trying to take out those plague bearers and they had a little bit too much HP for us. So that is a freeze build. If you like, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and we will catch you in the next one.